Drew Alba alongside manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, Colby Watilo, for the last edition of
Countdown with Colby.
Coach, we're here. The final game, and the Sweets got a big win yesterday.
Yeah, big win yesterday. A chance to end the season with a series win. So yeah,
Fireworks
come on, let's go. Yeah, hopefully it's celebratory fireworks to end the night, and can't believe we're here.
Before all the questions about the end of the season and all of that, would like to flash back to yesterday. Snap the 11-game losing streak, a close game, a 6-5 win. How good did it feel to get back in the W column?
Yeah, it was awesome to see us get back and kind of snap that skid. Fun for the guys. I think the guys were excited. The fans were still around and still excited to hang on to their seats there coming down the stretch. And so yeah, awesome for the guys. Awesome for the organization as a whole. And yeah, like I said, another chance to try to go get one more tonight.
How huge is it that, in the 7th, 8th, 9th inning, no one's in the concourse, everyone is watching intently, maybe saying a thing or two to the umpires, good or bad, but they're invested. How huge is that to play behind?
Yeah, no, it's awesome to play behind. It gives us the motivation, the kind of the energy that we need, right? We've talked a lot about that coming down the stretch of as guys' bodies are tired and guys are running on E to rely on the crowd. And so to have them still showing up in a game that means something in a certain way, but also doesn't quite have, playoff implications or anything in it, for them to still show up and be behind us and be supporting us. It's pretty special. I think it says a lot about the Walla Walla community and the city. And I was excited to be in this position in the first place. And so that's been really special. And hopefully we have one more night of getting to enjoy that.
Well, Colby, I want to talk about the other Colby Solomon. He goes out there, shoves in the 9th inning. Barring an appearance tonight, that's his last time in a Walla Walla Sweets jersey. Yeah. Long tenured guy, 4 years. I didn't even know that was possible in the West Coast League. How huge has he been that's kind of set the tone from day one and now at the very end?
Yeah, he's been a guy that's seen a lot of time, seen a lot of innings in different coaches, different teams and everything with the Sweets wearing the same uniform. And so it's fun to have him around. It's been great having him as kind of a veteran presence and a guy who's very familiar with Walla Walla and what the West Coast League looks like. And so, yeah, it was great to have him. Really appreciated the presence, the maturity, the experience that he brought to our pitching staff. And yeah, fun for him to kind of get to go out with a save in his last appearance, most likely as a Sweet. And so that was pretty special. It's been, it's guys like that stay true and, they keep coming back year after year and, the fans love it. The fans appreciate him for that. And so it's definitely meaningful to the organization in a lot of ways to have a guy like Colby on the team this year.
Coach, we're wearing colorful hats today.
We are.
I like them.
Yeah, they're great.
They're pretty good. First 1,000 fans get these sweet hats today. Got to show up to the ballpark.
Yeah.
Maybe your best giveaway so far this season. I'd say it's up there. What do you think?
Sunglasses were good. Sunglasses were good. That was a fun one because the guys could all wear them during the game. So that was funny.
Battle of the Basin jerseys.
Yeah, the Battle of the Basin. We like the bucket hats.
Oh,
the bucket hats is a tough one to beat, and guys wearing those for BP that day was pretty funny. So there's been a lot of good, solid, especially in the headwear game. It's been a lot of good giveaways this year.
Some of the guys were like shaping them into cowboy hats and sailor hats.
Yeah, right. It was great.
Very good. Hey, and you allowed them to wear it during BP, and I was talking to the guys. They said that's just kind of the coach you are. Let them be, but also some structure around it. For you personally, as a coach, what have you learned over this entire West Coast League summer?
Gosh, I think a big one has been trying to, I think even, I talked yesterday about guys being consistent and guys showing up every day. And I think as a coach, that's a challenge in itself too, is, no matter what the results might be, no matter how many in a row you've played, hey, can you try to show up and bring the same energy, bring the same focus, bring the same passion to the game when you show up to the yard? And some days are better than others, but I think you strive to do that. And so I think I've been challenged in that way. And, I'd like to say I've grown in that ability. I think also, it's a little different than my past, experience in summer baseball. It's a little different than college with just giving the guys ownership in what they're doing in their development and on their day to day. And hey, making sure that, we create the space for the guys to do what they need to prepare well and to develop, but also knowing that, hey, like trying to encourage them you got to take some ownership and take this on your own hands if you want to get the most out of the summer. And so I think that's been a learning experience for me. It's been just a new thing to try to navigate. And I think we've done a pretty good job of it. I think the guys have embraced it. And so it's been a positive for everyone.
And you mentioned that word, we. It hasn't just been Coach Colby over here. You also got your guys along with you. First base coach Elijah Smaris, third base coach Leo Rivera.
Yeah.
How huge have they been?
I can't thank them enough for all that they've done. It's been great having them around. And we all kind of are very different personality types, all competitive, and but I think we've been able to kind of bounce things off of each other and really work together all summer. And so to kind of have their perspective, their input in a lot of things has been highly beneficial for me. It's helped me see things in a different light, compared to just my own perspective. And so I appreciate and value that. And they've brought great energy. The guys have loved them. They show up ready to work, and that's all you can really ask for in the summer. So it's been a blast having them.
One word to describe Elijah and one word to describe Leo. Go.
Elijah, vibes. Yeah. Vibes, they did. Leo, oh gosh. I don't know if there's competitor. I think that's all that there really is that you can say, is that guy wants to win more than anyone I've ever met. So, winning is his favorite thing in the world, and losing is definitely his least favorite thing in the world. Yeah. So, I would say competitor.
Kind of the yin to your yang, everyone bringing their own aspect. And it's the reason why the Sweets have been so successful this season. Coach, when you look back over the year, what are you going to miss the most headed into the fall?
I think I'm going to miss, another good one.
Throw back like the Boston College guys saying, I'm going to miss getting food with the guys.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's kind of how it feels. No, but I think I'm going to miss seeing the guys interact with one another and just kind of seeing, I always think summer ball is so special because of how close and how strong the bonds grow so fast. And so I think I'll miss that. I'm going to miss the puzzle piece that is sometimes managing, a summer baseball team. In the school year and in school ball, it's a little bit more structured. So there's a little bit more, hey, every weekend when we show up out, outside of injury and stuff, you have the same guys available and you have the same, pitchers scheduled to go on these days. And so in the summer, you might schedule out the starters, but it's truly walking around pregame and being like, hey, are you ready to go? Do you need another day? And so, on the position player, the same side. So kind of that puzzle and that strategy piece of trying to put together the best available players to go out and try to win games with the guys you have is, it's challenging, but I think it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to miss that.
53 puzzle pieces. You got the last one, and it's Alex Figueroa making start today.
Yeah.
How about it? What's the decision making behind that?
A guy who's been here the whole time, guys who has played some big roles for us out of the pen, a guy who has been wanting to start a game for a while. He's been a great competitor. He does a good job of throwing strikes and filling it up and setting a tone. So, hey, we'll slot him into the starter position here and see if he can get us going on the right foot and then turn it over to the bullpen guys behind him. But, yeah, it'll be fun to watch him go.
Figueroa releases it by his ankles, a unique thing that really no other team that I've seen has a guy like that in the West Coast League. I've always wondered this, Coach, why don't more guys do that? It seems like a cheat code kind of just to throw batters on.
Yeah, something a little different. I mean, I think there's pluses and minuses, I think, to different guys being able to do it. And, why more guys don't try it? I think it's just because it's so unorthodox and unnatural, for a lot of guys to try to do that. So no one ever takes the risk. And so, it's fun to watch, though, when you see it out there. It's rare, but it definitely catches your eye when he's on the mound.
Coach, while we're sitting here, I feel a few raindrops on my neck.
Don't say it.
I think this is the third time this whole season I felt any rain at all.
Yeah.
How huge has the weather been? I mean, we've gone a couple 100-degree days, but other than that, it's been gorgeous.
Yeah, it's been a pretty. Yeah, right. Of course. No, hopefully not. I think just a few passing showers, but no, it's yeah, right. That should be you. I think maybe baseball. You just turn it over to me. Yeah, there you go. You got it. No, it's been great though. The weather's been nice, coming down the stretch, and I think I was joking around with some guys. I wore sleeves like 2 nights ago in the first week of August in Walla Walla, which is pretty crazy. You don't see that often, so it's been nice. We've had a good blend of the majority of good weather days, but not too many hot ones, which is really nice for the guys on the field.
All right, Coach, this brings us to our final question of the day with manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, Colby Watilo. Coach, your favorite countdown with Colby memory? It started out a little rough over in Springfield. We did audio only for a couple.
Yeah.
Filmed on my iPhone for one, and now we're here. I have a couple, but if you want to go ahead.
Favorite countdown memory? No. I remember one of the games in Bend. I think the guys were messing around behind us, and I think that was the first time that they made some cameo appearances in the back. Yeah, right. There's been some times like that. That's always funny.
I'll say I think my favorite memories are actually like the 30 seconds before.
Yeah.
Where we restarted a couple times.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, we made it like 40-something days without ever restarting, and then we had the one day that we had to restart 7 times or 6 times.
I think we'd get better at that. No.
You would think, yeah. No, I think that was the whole focus and mental energy thing coming down. It was affecting us as well. So, yeah, that was a good one.
Well, Coach, thanks so much. I appreciate you sitting down with me every single game, and that's crazy. You don't have to do that, so I really do appreciate it.
Of course, Drew.
Again, for the last time, Drew Alba, your play-by-play broadcaster, sitting down with manager of the Walla Walla Sweets ahead of tonight's 7:05 p.m. first pitch against the Springfield Drifters. Thanks so much, Coach.
Yeah, thanks, Drew. Go Sweets.